Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the California Golden Bears, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. And he'll be brought down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to move it through the air. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Moving away from pressure. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, look out! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A shot toward the end zone, and it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. On the option. Now the pitch. And he breaks. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Trying to get in the end zone again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Buys a little time with his feet. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Kent State.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? The option look. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments, considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we can get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kent State 7, Cal 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Guys, let's let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armour. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to escape.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had...
Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great and doesn't get to the football to make a play.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Kent State.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. But jet sweep pass. Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, and most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
He's looking for a man on second down. He'll pull it down and run. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On second down, wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 3 yards on the play. Now, 4th down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody... Go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kent State 21, Cal 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shakes off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Handoff from the gun. He's
the way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
Touchdown, Kent State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and tried to hang on for a Week 13 victory. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the California offense will take over. First and 10.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Tackle is made at the 40. Brings up 3rd down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
By the tight end. No gain on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll try the run. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The run from the shotgun. The Golden Flashes pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.